Hi, everybody, and welcome inside the ballpark alongside Barry Melrose and Hall of Fame broadcaster Mike Emmerich from NBC Sports. We're happy to have you with us. With the fighters over here.
That's right.
We used to work together.
Right.
We used to work together.
3 years, the world is trying to forget that, but yeah. But we had a great time.
Back together again on a great day here at the ballpark. It was kind of the prelude to what we're going to see on Monday, Doc, and it was really fun to see those old-timers hit the ice.
It sure was, and at one point, with 6 minutes to go, and you'll appreciate this, being an old-timer, you were not alive at this time. Jimmy and Joe Watson, no helmets. Clark Barber Leach, no helmets. Referees, I guess, had helmets.
Yep.
You played without one. Brad Marsh blocks a shot, no helmet. Well, we can't go back to that, but we can sure live it again in front of all of these people here today. And I think that's what it made it a real heart-rending day and a thrilling day for all of us to see these guys wearing blue and orange like they used to.
And I thought the only disappointing thing, Doc, was that Bernie Perront's HMO would only let him play 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
But when Bernie came on the ice, 45,000 people cheering just like they did in the 70s when he was leading the the Philadelphia Flyers to the Stanley Cup. It was just great.
Bottles of Aleve and ice bags tonight.
And when Kate Smith started singing at the end, I got shivers.
I know.
That was unbelievable. When we bring the two together with Lauren Hart, it was just unbelievable.
It was a great day here at the ballpark. Let's take you to the highlights of the alumni game as we start things off with the reintroduction of Bernie Perront here on home ice. Of course, getting a nice ovation from the crowd, the first time since 1979 that he is back in a Flyers uniform. Boy, did he look good with those old pads on and the old helmet. Opening faceoff, Mark Messier, Bobby Clark taking the ceremonial faceoff as the Flyers owner Ed Snyder drops the puck. And here we go, big save Bernie Perront on Ron Duguay with the breakaway.
Ron Duguay looks exactly the same now as he did when I played with him in 1982 with the Detroit Red Wings. He's found the fountain of youth. Bernie Perront made that save. The place is erupting. The place is going crazy. Both benches are going crazy. Everybody's reliving the 70s again. All those great Flyer fans are having a day of their lives.
He would leave the ice after about 4 minutes, and here we go. Mark Recchi hitting Pat Hickey. It creates a play between John LeClaire getting the goal from Eric Lindros and Mark Recchi also with the assist here.
Go ahead, Doc. You call that one. You've done it many times.
You know, he had a tremendous ovation, number 88. There was some controversy at the time that he left here, but that's all forgotten now as he celebrates with John LeClaire. Michael Renberg, somewhere in Sweden, probably will look at that highlight and say,
he was here. Wish he was here.
Well, the Flyers were up 1-0 at that point, and they tacked another one on thanks to Sean Podine's goal. Rick Tocchet with a nice helper there.
Well, that's a typical Podine goal. Coming in, everyone else does the work. Podes just comes in there with a stick on the ice, shoots it in the wide open net.
John Van Beesbroek was tremendous.
What about Mark LaForest was great, too.
He was, yeah.
All those goaltenders.
A 2-0 lead for the Philadelphia Flyers, and in the second period, we see Dan Blackburn taking over for John Van Beesbroek, and he's using 2 blockers here. Dan Blackburn saving on Kenny Linseman here. What a shot.
Well, the Rat comes in, he tries to go upstairs, but Blackburn throws that pad down. Great save right there. Linseman thought he had it upstairs. Linseman was going with the goggles. That might be something the NHL should look at instead of the mask. Go with the goggles.
And here we go. Our colleague in the broadcast industry, Jeremy Roenick, of course, on the ice for the Flyers, making a nice, trying to get a goal there. Then Dan Blackburn on Mark Recchi. Recchi was all over the ice. We're going to have to talk to him about that later on, Barry.
2-pad slide. You don't see that much anymore. It's usually a butterfly going side to side.
And the Rangers get on the board. Glenn Anderson from Mark Messier. What a play.
Leach is up there, too, being an offensive defenseman in front of the other team's net. Kasperitis shot it from the point.
Oh, believe it or not, there was a penalty in this game. Nick Patillo with a penalty. He goes to the box and hooks down Sean Podine.
Not Patillo's first penalty, eh, Doc?
No, not the first nor the last if we have another game.
Well, it means a penalty shot, and Podine's penalty shot is stopped by Blackburn. To the third we go. Mark Howe gets the goal here on another penalty shot. He was hooked by Nick Kyprios.
Great skater. Mark Howe was always one of the best skaters in the NHL. In this game, he still looks like he could skate at an NHL level. A few guys did, but Howe was just a beautiful skater.
3-1 Flyers when we see another penalty. This time it's a hook on Glenn Anderson. These guys were getting at it after each other.
Right here, Glenn Anderson, a great goal scorer, a clutch goal scorer with Edmonton, with the New York Rangers, obviously comes in, but a big save right there out of the goaltender, Little.
Neil Little makes the save as the Philadelphia Flyers alumni skate to a 3-1 victory on their home ice, but a great shot afterwards. And, guys, that was really what it was all about, seeing these teams reunite. You could see the jabbing of each team and players, you know, congratulating the opponent's goaltender for making a save. It was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, we're dealing with guys that have had replacements of knees and hips. And there was one story told down below of one of the guys, a prominent guy on the Flyers, that did get his shoulder shot up earlier in the week just so he'd be able to maybe compete. You know, there's that feeling. You don't want to go out there and embarrass yourself. You want to be out there and contribute. And this was all a part of how these guys got ready for what was an exhibition game. But I was proud to see them all do it.
Doc, you know, these two teams in the 70s had some of the meanest, nastiest, dirtiest games ever played in both buildings. So to see these two teams come out and play the way they did, they had fun, but they competed. They both wanted to win. Mark Messier said at the end of the game, yeah, we wanted to win this game. We didn't come here to lose, but the Philadelphia Flyers are just a little bit better today. But it was a great day for hockey. That's
it was, yeah. They had 31 guys, and the Rangers had 21 or 22.
I think next year every team will come with 30 guys.
Well,
that's the answer.
And if this were the 70s, there'd be a real worry about something in the warm-up.
60 guys, 60 guys fighting at once.
It didn't happen today. It was a great day for both of these teams.